Guys, I have a confession to make. I have a battleship collection, and it's pretty cool. Check it out. So yeah, there you have it, my battleship collection. I guess that's the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna talk a little about each one. Considering the fact I just made an entire long-form video on the Massachusetts, I'm not gonna go into it too deeply, but to sum it up, it's a good ship, but a terrible battleship, if you know what I mean there. When you compare it to the other battleships, it's kind of disappointing, but if you compare it to literally any other ship class, it's now insane. All right, the Missouri. It got a huge buff recently, but Yamato seems to have gotten the win there. I gotta be honest, I almost never use this ship, but from what I've seen and the few matches I've done after the buff, it's fun. Not as good as other battleships, but good. Ah, Yamato. The ship everyone seems to love? Not me, though. I've done an impressive and grand total of 1 online match with this ship. I'm pretty sure we kicked butt and won. So I'm not the most qualified person to give advice on this ship, but considering how many people use and glaze it, I'm gonna assume it's good. Now, for one of the most sought-after ships, let me make this clear. Yes, it is still an insane ship and did not deserve to be overshadowed by all the other metas. It also did not deserve its main gun nerf. Artstorm literally added like 5 other insane metas since its addition and then decided that now it needed a nerf. But yeah, easily my top 3 favorite ships, the USS Montana. Funny story, I actually bought this ship back when the Super Alsace was added just to prove it was still a good ship. And it still is. I have fun in this all the time. It's an unstoppable monster. It's also a great investment due to the Alsace being added. Now everyone is glazing the ever-living hell out of that ship. Now Montana went down from 16,000 to 9,000 AC, so you can get an Alsace-level performance battleship for only 9,000 AC. When I recorded this footage about a week ago, Kronstadt was pretty clowned on. Like it was still an impressive ship but needed specific circumstances to carry, but literally like 3 days ago it and some other ships got a ton of buffs, and now it's faster, better railgun, and the locked stuff is overall better now. So yeah, it's fun and worth the money if you want it. Okay, time for the elephant in the room, the RF Moscow, specifically cause it costs 16,000 art coin. For starters, it's definitely not a bad ship, but also needs some love from the devs. Like sure, it has main guns and other locked stuff, but they kinda suck. The main guns are a small caliber and don't do much damage. The secondary guns feel like they're gently tapping the enemy, and the GL is okay but could stand a damage buff. But I'm still glad I bought it. Oh, and also just to annoy the pay-to-win full meta users, I sold Grau to get it. HMS Hood is actually surprisingly good. It's a surprisingly good enemy, too. Also, it does not mess around with anti-aircraft. Your jets will not survive around this ship. Overall, great ship. Would recommend. And finally, the Musashi Aegis. I've had this ship forever and loved every second of it. It defies SLBM missiles. It hits like a truck and looks awesome while doing it. Other than having a top speed of like 2 knots, it's an awesome ship. 10 out of 10. All right, now bye.